So what is the map? What is the map in here? And it's migration. Yeah, that's kind of expected. That is a very popular map for Black Forest that they actually like to use. And we are seeing, oh yeah, a lot of Vikings in here, as we are seeing double Wicks with Persians against triple Vikings for RoR. And I'm not exactly certain that the triple Vikings is going to be all that clever idea in here. Because we have seen a very nice reaction on this map before from Wicks, I think, and also from NCs or some such, some months ago already, where some teams against them were actually playing this. And this means that if you are actually jumping into land fast enough, you are going to be basically overpowering the supposed advantage of the triple Vikings in here. And you have absolutely nothing to offer on land when you are a Viking. So if the Persian, if rather BFs, can get the Persian onto the land sometime soon, they are definitely going to be a pretty good position to overcome the triple Vikings and not really care about the water at all. Because let's face it, on migration, the water is important for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and then it's not really all that much. And if you are able to land fast enough and well enough, definitely could be. It could be not really that advantageous as RoR are right about now thinking. Wicks definitely fall, or rather fell into the trap, as they used triple civilization, triple Mongols on Arabia and failed absolutely miserably, to be honest. They weren't really good at it at all, and this could be basically the same case, so let's see. So far we are looking at Desert Fox. Desert Fox, who is a very interesting island, as he has his map right next to the part of the map, or rather wall of the map in here, so he definitely is going to be having easier time defending. But well, looking how he is where, he's actually on the flank, going to be facing Dunedain, who is the only Persian, so that's kind of unlucky for BFs, as they definitely could be hoping that the Persian is going to be in the pocket for them. So far not really exactly happening, of course. And we are seeing that yellow is right now using the time in the early stage of the game for actually luring the deer in, as there is absolutely nothing else for them to do. And let's have a look, for example, at the mines. So this mine is quite close to the water, so that will definitely be shootable at maybe even in Castle Age, but in the Imperial Age for sure. That could be a bit of a problem for them. Stone seems to be kinda okay, so let's check all the players, how the resources for them are looking. This is definitely a pretty big issue for Desert Fox if he happens to be on the team that actually loses the water in here. In the later stage, Stone was okay, but looking at this pretty funny island for Eddie, to be honest. I don't really remember seeing that kind of spawn. You can see both Desert Fox and Eddie are having really funny spawns with the islands. I remember seeing that anytime in the past, and that will be making for quite an interesting game, it seems like. And looking at the stone and gold, not really a kind of problem for him in the later game. Well, looking at the fishies, there is a lot of emptiness in here, so potentially in the early stage it doesn't matter all that much. He has some deep fish in there, with a few of them between him and his last teammate Jon Snow, but still it could be a bit problematic in the later game. Definitely a very nice spot on the left for the blue player, and would have been nice for Dunedain if he wasn't, of course, facing a Viking who is quite probably going to be crushing on him. In the pocket for, rather pocket for the map, not really for any kind of team, because he's actually flying. Jon Snow in here having decent position of the stone, but not really of the gold. Yet another gold mine that is signaling the importance of winning the water for the bit late-ish game, but not really for the very late game, because obviously that's probably going to be a time when the players are already on the mainland. Yet again, pretty much the same as we have seen for the yellow player, so in the late-ish game going to be a problem. The stone as well, as it's going to be well in range of all the water ships. And looking at the last island, that's purple player J Squared, he's having basically the same problem in here, but at least safe stone, as there is not any kind of problem for him at all. J Squared right now building docks at both sides of his island, so that he has access to all the ships, or other fishies that are all about this island. Seems to be pretty decent, especially in the top corner. The areas on the right, not really all that much, but still quite enough deep fish in here, so that is worth it for the rock on the right side. Not a bad corner on the right side either, so really not any kind of problems for either of the teams. what could be potentially a problem is for yellow, who is having most of the fishies in the forefront, whereas at the back there is a bit of emptiness in here. And that's not really all that foolish, whereas there is at least a few of them at the back. So I think it's going to be quite fine up until they happen to lose the water. So let's see. Let's see a bit later. Yep, somebody went overconfident into the game, as Jon Snow is right now having a bit of a problems advancing into the next age, but well, Philip Ages and Dunai definitely aren't, and they are going to be the first ones to advance into the next ages. Looking at the mainland, the relics are definitely on the left side. That's one, two, and where was the last one that I actually missed? Ah, here, three. So about 4 relics on the left side. Whereas where's the last one? Is that on someone's island? Because I don't see it anywhere. I see just 4 bright dots. So maybe there just isn't any 5th. There probably isn't. So it's just 4 relics. One got somehow spawned on the water probably or something. But well, we are going to be checking the resources on the mainland. And it seems that they are pretty decent on the right. At least 1 gold and stone. We have seen the gold at the bottom, but that's kinda sucky. It's well in water range, so cannot really be considered as something important for the late game. Otherwise, resources more closer to the topish side, let's say that. With 1 gold at the bottom and decent stone in the middle. So it's not really anything that would be all that unfair. So let's see how the players are going to be approaching this part of the game. What? What? That's a weird dog. The map doesn't really continue in here. I hope you realize this, Eddie. The map doesn't go any further. This is not Fog of War. This is end of the map. This is how weird island you actually have. And well, we might have been actually looking at the dog about here to be much better than this, but well, yeah, not sure. But he maybe wants to have some kind of retreat at the very back. So let's see if it's going to be working for him or not. In the meantime, we see Philip AJS as one of the Vikings of BFs advancing already into offensive, and since our wars are advancing right now into feudals, just now, as BFs are 2 of them are already through. The last one, J Squared, just now going through. Going to be fast castling, it seems. And Desert Fox and Jon Snow should be doing basically the same. And since Eddie is already with 32, just now clicking into feudal, that's probably going to be triple fast castle, and let's see if that's going to be anything that they will be actually proud of. I'm not that certain. I'm not all that certain, because this is really going to be, I think, water on BF's mill, because they will be attempting to disrupt the gameplay of the early stage of their opponents and then land pretty fast, because they should be realizing that with triple Vikings against them, they cannot really fight for the water all that much, and they need to just kill their water economy and then land as fast as possible. Let's see if maybe some maybe some transport ship is already being prepared or anything. So far it doesn't seem so, just some galleys. Yeah, deal is just now continuing straight up on Eddie, who is having all the fishing boats in here. And oh well, that's going to be a bit of a massacre. That's going to be a bit of a problem in here, of course. If Dunan actually notices, oh well, he didn't. Oh my, he actually missed all this. And that's quite lucky for Eddie, because if he lost all this economy, you can see he overdid it quite strongly. He's right now at 18 fishing boats, whereas his opponent Jace Guard is also at 21. But still, I'm not really thinking that this is really all that clever. With the triple fast castling units, and well, it's also going to be a bit of a problem in here, as those berries are quite close to the shoreline, and galleys are coming right in. Yeah, Green right now saying that he's kinda dead, and GGs are coming in, and yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about a bit earlier. RoRs, they just didn't know what to do with what they were given, and they were expecting some kind of shenanigans. They knew that BFs are going to be having more Vikings, but just going for triple Vikings, seeing how it is a strong civilization, that's not going to work out. You need to be prepared for the strategy. It's not like you can just switch from your 3 different civilizations into triple civ and hope to win. So yeah, well. that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it for the second game then. So let's check the achievements in here to see anything interesting, I think. J squared, well, he was in the pocket and he was having the most economy in there, so kinda go figure. He would be the best in here, and yeah, quite nice villager high and all. Nicely played. And match is done, 1-1.